Hey everybody, John V here once again for Phone Arena. We have an awesome phone here with us, the Motorola DROID 3, the third installment in the original Motorola DROID series. And as we all know, the original Motorola DROID brought a lot of things to the table with Android, and this being the third incarnation, it's not just a simple, quick upgrade versus the Motorola DROID 2. It packs some substantial hardware specs and upgrades in various aspects to make a really nice handset versus what's out there available right now. So we're just going to do unboxing, show you the handset, do a quick hands-on, and get a feel for this device. It's worth noting it's available today, $200 on contract, and you can pick it up at Verizon Wireless right now. So let's get started here. As far as the packaging, typical DROID series, you have that metallic-like look to the packaging. DROID 3 logo on the front, image of the handset right there, kind of small. In the back, you have the full keyboard layout. You can tell what it looks like just from looking at the box. On the sides, not that much information. It tells you what the package contains inside. On top here, serial information and some more additional brandings right there at the bottom. So let's get started right here. So open it up. Here's the handset. Now it is larger. It's a lot larger in terms of length and width, just because it packs a larger 4-inch display, QHD resolution here, but it is gigantic over what we see at the original 3.7-inch display on the DROID 2 and even the original DROID. You open up. Here's that awesome-looking physical keyboard. We'll get a feel for it in a moment here. Let's put in the battery, take a look and power it on, and just see what it has to offer. There's a notch right up top here where you can actually remove the cover. It's on there pretty tight. Simple, just your basic, has a soft touch coating of course, and just a plastic cover. Nothing really fancy about it. And we do notice that they've removed the previous metallic back cover in place where this. It looks like this one doesn't come off as easily as the others here. Here's the battery. I believe, let's see what it is. I believe it's a 1520 milliamp hour battery. 1500 actually. 1500 milliamp hour battery, so let's pop it in there. You can tell it's a global device with the SIM card right there, so if you're going to go overseas, this is going to be a solution for you, just like the DROID Incredible 2, which offers global capabilities. Pop it in, and just snap it on just like that. And let's power this guy on here. Very excited about this. First thing you can tell right there, dual core processor. I believe it's a TI OMAP 4 processor, dual core 1 gigahertz. So that should prove to be a pretty fast experience with the handset itself. So while we wait for that to load up, let's take a look at the other stuff inside the box here. So opening it up, we have, let's look at the packaging materials here, the documentation first and foremost. Looks like you have your quick start guide from what looks like here. Important consumer information. We've got some more consumer information. And finally, you have product and safety warranty information and the global support guide for the handset itself. So, standard set of documentation, nothing out of the ordinary. It has micro USB cable, data and charging connectivity purposes. And this is, of course, your traditional looking wall charger. One end is the USB port, plug it into the wall. That's it. Nothing too fancy about it. I believe it comes with a 16 gigabyte micro SD card slot. I forgot to show you that when we were putting in the battery. So we'll just wait here, and let's take a look at the handset here. We're kind of interested to see what it has to offer. So it does offer Android 2.3 Gingerbread. It's running on. It has that customized Motorola skin, previously known as the Motoblur, but they don't like to call that anymore as Motoblur. It's being referred to as just a customized interface running on top of Android 2.3 Gingerbread. And compared to what we see previously, like on the DROID X2, it has a slightly different type of interface. It has this nice 3D effect to it. And if you flip up like this, I believe you get all the screens at once. Kind of fancy looking there. And that's pretty neat too. You have your favorites on top here, and you can just swipe down like that, and brings out the this layout for your favorites, so you can choose and select who you want to pop up there. So that's pretty neat. A lot of graphical effects, as you notice, 3D stuff all over the place. Let's clear that. Let's take a look at the app panel. App panel again has that nice transition effect as the icons just jump into view here. Swipe over, you can tell, has almost like that 3D effect again, almost just swiping between all the available icons here. Pretty nice indeed. Let's take a look and see what else. If you press the home screen, you get that full view, that that helicopter view just like we find on other handsets out there. So some of the quick specs here, let's just run it down. It has a 4-inch QHD display, so mammoth side versus the 3.71 on the original and the Droid 2. It sports, as we mentioned, a 1 GHz dual-core Ti OMAP 4 processor. It is the first device on Verizon's lineup to offer full 1080p video recording with its 8 megapixel camera in the back here. It has an LED flash, so hopefully it takes some wonderful looking shots, both stills and videos with that. You can tell also here's the speaker here in the back. You have the microphone, looks like the directional mic, just like on the previous Droids here. As we mentioned already, soft touch back cover, plastic instead of a metallic grill. It's a 1/2 inch thick, one of the thinnest handsets to sport a landscape sliding keyboard there, so that's pretty nice. You have the usual set of Android buttons, capacitive Android buttons beneath the touch screen here. It's a little bit more sharp. It's not as angular or as rounded as before. It has some sharp edges with the display here. You have that slight lip towards the bottom right there, so when you open up to expose its keyboard, it should provide a pretty good amount of grippage as you hold it. On the left-hand side, looks like you have a micro HDMI slot right there. Looks like you have the micro USB port. It's like an LED light indicator. Dedicated power button, quite prominent to make out. Very easy to feel, so that's pretty nice. 3.5mm headset jack. Right side, you have that thin-looking volume rocker, just like what we saw in the previous versions. And as we said, 8 megapixel autofocus camera on the back, 1080p video recording, a lot of nice stuff. You open it up. Oh, we also forgot, there's also a front-facing camera, so you can do video chat most likely. Fortunately, though, it does not have 4G LTE connectivity. That's the one thing that the Droid Bionic's going to offer versus this one here. But nonetheless, you have the experience of a physical keyboard. So it's a lot larger, more spacious here. We're looking at retains the layout as the original in its predecessors. Squarish by nature. We saw the evolution with the Droid 2. They're kind of rounded towards the middle. This kind of goes on the same approach. Even though they're flat, you could tell it looks very flat, but you can still kind of make them out. And the great thing is just pressing on them, fantastic tactile response. Probably one of the best. They definitely improved that aspect about it. We also love that there's a dedicated row for numbers, so easy input there. Directional pad, so it's great. And if you're going to be placing the cursor, even possibly for gaming, and we're just stoked about the great tactile feel of this keyboard. It's pretty awesome. And overall, the dual-core processor is making everything run pretty fantastic on this device. So we're kind of excited to see how it performs in our time with it. So that's about it for now, guys. This is John V again from PhoneArena.com, and if you'd like to learn more about the Motorola Droid 3, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com.